damage these gods. So they say, إِنَّكُمْ أَنْتُمُ الظَّالِمُونَ ثُمَّ نُكِسُوا عَلَى رُؤُوسِهِمْ. They bent their heads in shame, even momentarily. And then they said to Abraham, لَقَدْ عَلِمْتَ مَا هَؤُلَاءِ يَنْتِقُونَ. They said to Abraham, you know very well that these gods don't talk. They will not talk. They cannot talk. Here is the mighty Qur'anic statement that came from Abraham. أَفَتَعْبُدُونَ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ. In local language, do you worship other than Allah? مَا لَا يَنْفَعُكُمْ شَيْئًا وَلَا يَضُرُّكُمْ. Do you worship other than Allah? What can do you no good and do you no harm? Whatever Muslims are doing and have been doing from donkey years of their lives, where is the benefit? I question the Muslims with all these deaf, dumb and dotish rituals that they do. The way they translate Qur'anic verses, like, take for example, the Hajj I have said. And I know people are fanatical and emotional about Hajj. But you tell me and ask those who've been to Hajj. Like you, I had the chance to go maybe 30 years or more. And I ask you and you ask them, what do you get by running around a house? What do you get by running up and down a hill? What do you get by pelting concrete structures and calling it shaitan? You get nothing. Because the average Muslim brought nothing back with him or her to their own family or their community. But we are a dumb people. We are not prepared to reinvestigate, to analyze, to review. We get mad with somebody when they prompt us to think. Because we say, oh, all of these things were handed down. Did God hand it down that we should do things and get no results? Here's the chapter of Abraham and his people. So I leave this with myself and you, with one tiny conclusion because of time. And that is, the Qur'an tells us in chapter 14 verse 1 that whatever we do in terms of divine guidance must be underlined with the intellect we have. Alif Lam Ra, Kitabun Anzalnahu Ilayk. It's a book, O Prophet, that we gave to you. A revelation we gave to you. لِتُخْرِجَ النَّاسَ مِنَ الظُّلُمَاتِ إِلَى النُّورِ. That you would take people out of dhulumat. Dhulumat has two distinct shades. One is human darkness. All the darknesses you see in human society, that is dhulumat. And all the injustices you see in human society, that is also dhulumat. And the Prophet's job was to take his community out of dhulumat. And the Muslims claim we are following this Prophet. Do you see dhulumat absent from Muslim communities? Do you see dhulumat absent from Muslim masjids? Do you see dhulumat absent from Muslim organizations? Do you see dhulumat absent from Muslim lives? I can tell you, we are overwhelmed by it. I leave this with myself and you, knowing fully well all my exhortations are for myself and for you to consider. You have always a choice. I have no authority over you. I'm just presenting to you the book of Allah from a standpoint of intelligence, from a standpoint of analysis, from a standpoint of review, from a standpoint of investigation. The decision you make will affect you, will affect your family, will affect society. The decision I surely make will definitely affect my family. It will affect my society. I have no doubt. As I live, I have no doubt that this is the path that we need to take if we need to come out of the rot that we have fallen into and have been placed into. Let us turn to Allah and use the energy He gave us that we can protect ourselves before we are punished for our follies in life. فَاسْتَغْفِرُوهُ إِنَّهُ هُوَ الْغَفُورُ الرَّحِيمُ. Brothers and sisters, there's one tiny little verse before we go. Chapter 30, verse 41. Surah Rum. ظَهَرَ الْفَسَادُ فِي الْبَرِّ وَالْبَحْرِ. The chaos, the confusion, the tumult, the turmoil, the disturbances that you can see wherever you look, on land or on the sea. بِمَا كَسَبَتْ أَيْدِ النَّاسِ. Who did it? People, not God. So if people did it, people have to stop it. God didn't do it, God will not stop it. So let us understand that whatever is not good in our lives, we have a chance to change it. Whatever is not wholesome in society, let us put our shoulders to the wheels to change it. Let us don't leave this life and leave unfinished business. We can't do it when we are dead. We ask Allah to keep the memory of His prophets and His messenger pulsating in our veins with lofty thoughts, with sublime hopes, and with energizing elevations, that our lives today can be much better than what it was yesterday. And we hope that there is a tomorrow for which you and I will have to make that can be best of all for us, our family, and society. As-salam.